My name is Muhammad Komorodin. It's one of the six representatives in the minarets.
Okay, so
Yeah, we have in connections books written by Dr. Sheikh Abdurrahman Said, popular known as Abu Mazidat al Khair. Most of the books we have here are books that really touch on every part of human natures. And the lesson was derived from both the Quran and the Sunnah. Like the evil eye, we have the evil eye, which is in line with the theme of this events. The evil eye, we have the spiritual, the climbing the spiritual height. We have the ways allowing his thoughts, and so many books written by this author. Apart from him, I have other book written by him, like the making of the Muslim child is a book that details how right from inception or right from before you even make a proposal for a marriage, how a Muslim should prepare until when you brought up a child that is meant for the Muslim populace, which should be an ambassador of Allah on the earth. So this was very, very recommended for whoever that is interested in raising a Muslim child. Since we opened the store, people have been coming around to pick books on various topics written by this author, because it's a book that people always love to read because the style, the prose, the composition are very, very interesting.
I'm Zuleika Bukhari. I'm a teacher and I also work with the Minarets International. We have zaytun leaves, the dried one, which works for ulcer, indigestion, even skin problem. This is cinnamon leaves, works for indigestion also. This is cardamom leaves, works for stomach issues. This is similar to this one. It works for spiritual issues by burning it like incense in the house. Drives away jinns and the likes. Alhamdulillah, the turnout has been good, but we expect more of people for today and tomorrow's program too.
you can see we have a seminar here, Islamic therapy, which has been taken by the Minarets International. Yes.
So what are the items you have on your store?
Of course, you can see that one is Baba Salam for kids. All this place you are seeing here is just for kids. You understand? That one is Baba Salam. It contains complete Quran, all those askar. When you wake up, when you want to sleep, and all those things too. We have pen Quran. Pen Quran have sizes.
Okay.
This is the bigger size. You understand? This pen Quran for the bigger size. This is for the smaller size. The pen Quran it has pen inside where you can use the pen to trace, and it should be reading. When you point, it will read the line for you. When you point the line, it will just read. It has many. We have what is it called? Translation. We have reciters and everything inside. The only difference between this one and this one is just the size of the Quran.
Alright, so
We also have the lamp.
Okay.
The lamp. This one is being fixed up, and it's a complete Quran too. So you use your remote to operate it. That's something, and also have this is speaker Quran, very strong, very durable. This speaker Quran, use your remote to do it, to operate it. It has reciters, many reciters inside that you can listen to. And for kids, you know, when you recite, and it's like some people is answering. Yes, that's reciters. That's alim for you.
All right.
Yes.
So apart from this, is there any other like cartoons?
Of course. Mostly that the cartoons or videos is finished by now.
Okay, you don't have them.
You don't have it now, but you have the games. You know, this place is meant for kids.
Okay.
All of this is meant for kids alone. We have for the game, Arch game. It's called Arch Fun game.
This one.
Yes, this the great game, the most game, and the
Okay.
you see Arch Fun game.
Art from
Yes, All
Okay,
this.
so how much does this? How much do they go for?
Reason for revolution of Quran. Go and meet her there.
And so how much does some
Yeah.
of these items? Those
Okay. This one is 18,200 naira for the pen Quran. The smaller size is 16,000. No, all these products are imported and a good source. So this one is 16,700 naira.
okay,
Baba Salam is 4,000 naira.
okay.
And the game is 3,500 naira.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So,
Yeah.
what is the feelings and the participation of the people around here?
People around there know when it comes about kids, this is where you have to groom your kids. You know, all this, when kid get used to all of this, Islamically it's fun. To them it's fun, but Islamically it's very useful for them. It's very useful for them because you have to build them from now, and from now they can grow up. All this they can find other things outside. It is not useful to as Islamic concern. It's not useful, but for this one they are happy watching. They are happy reading. Like they can just tell me about. Yes, and they are still learning very much about themselves. Even at school, when I read all this book, even at school, everything will be very fine, very good for them. We have that song, books, pictures that are very Islamical. You understand? So it's very good, and people are coming because they care for their children.
My name is Abdullah Akimodi. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. This very particular course, called Islamic therapy, is a therapy that comes directly from the Holy Quran and the Sunnah. And this is a high time for the Muslim, the one that practices Islam, to aware the way and manner to follow his health status when he arises. And this very therapy, it has gone a long way both for physiology and spiritually. And the reason is that the basis of the cure is from Quran and Sunnah. And we need to promote those food substance, roots, water that are being mentioned, all the ingredients that are being mentioned from the glorious Quran. How to use it. The efficacy have been explained and been taught by our noble prophet, but Muslims have not been going about it. Muslims have neglected it. We have a lot of prophetic apps that Muslims have neglected it. They don't know the efficacy, they don't know the usefulness, and they now go back to follow some traditional way that can easily lead them to shirk, and which is common. For example, when we talk about physiological, something like ijama, which is coping, we can even know that the Chinese people, Korea people, they have gone far, done research, do modern, and the originally where they want that use it, that our prophet use it, and the revelation was being gotten from Angel Jibril that, oh prophet, tell your woman to be doing ijama at so date at so time. And if our own ijama, the prophetic ijama, is strictly based on sunnah, if he does it, you do it to cure both spiritual element and physiological. My experience during the course is so fantastic because reality upon reality was shown, in the sense that personally, like me, why I'm convincing and why I believe in that course, I had an experience before when my own mother had an health issue. It was this very particular ijama, coping, Allah used to treat her because she could have partial stroke. But the ijama that I did, because I don't have a full knowledge about it, I took her to Korea Hospital in Ibadan, where they are doing fire coping, which the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam rejected among the methodology of coping. because we have wet coping, dry coping. So therefore, within the coping system methodology, the one we are particularly talking about, the sunnatic way, because this sunnatic way has twofold advantage. His own is to cure both spiritual and physiological problem, and before that, it has an ethics to follow that will guide you. Being a therapist, I cannot just jump into it, begin coping the patient. The thin line between therapy and other inherited Africa traditional way of healing is not too far. We all know that the way of Africa traditional way, this one will contradict our faith, whether we like it or not, because whatever incantation is not holistic, but one we not know, because we believe that that's what our forefather has been using. But when you research and you have the knowledge and you understand the roots behind it.
My own takeaway from this section so far is that from all ramifications, the prophetic medicine, the orthodox medicines, and the Abba medicine or Abba alternative medicine are all to complement one another. There is no one way to this. There are some instances, just as it was presented by Professor Hajara, that she gave an example. For example, if somebody is pregnant and you can use dates to cure some things. In Orthodox, you can use some other things. Then if there is a problem in the pregnancy and such person is to operate, you will not say no, I have to use prophetic medicine. This is has reached that stage, that operation has to take place. So in all, what I can take from this session is that prophetic medicines, Abba medicines, and alternative medicines are to complement one another. And another thing is that we should try as much as possible to seek for more knowledge about all this. There are some other things, even just like it was said by Professor Taufik in his goodwill message, there are some things that are even in Nigeria that we can do more research on it that is going to benefit for our health care delivery. Allah continue to guide us.
Okay, I'm Tawaka Otakinjobi. I came for the program to learn more about the Islamic medicine and also try to register for the courses. I really got exposed to what Islamic and prophetic medicine really means, to the extent that I already collected the contacts and I intend joining their courses as well. So inshallah, I will join one of the courses too and go into it properly, learn more about it and possibly move into it apart from using for the family, also go into it to take care of people like a main work, inshallah.
Okay, my name is Mariam Alamu Lainka. Yeah, this program is a very, very good program, and then it's an enlightening program. And then what our advice is that Muslims should try and build themselves on more therapies, on Islamic therapy and Islamic medicine, because we can see that most of the illness that are occurring now, they are not new things, but because of the things people are eating, taking, and using, those are the cause of those problems. So with the advent of Islamic therapies, I think it should help people to gain more access to good health.
My name is Ismail Imran. My experience during the course of the time of the courses are very much and plenty. So number one is we have experience of cooking, which is one of the sunnah of Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That it's for some ailment. There's some ailment that is disturbing people today, which even though in the physiological way it cannot be treated, but with the coping there is a lot of things, a lot of ailment that we have already treated and healed some patients.
My name is Aminu Buhari. I really learned a lot from today's program. First of all, I learned that we must not depend on foreign medicine. We have some prophetic prescribed medicine that which if we stick onto, we don't need to bother ourselves in looking for some medicine elsewhere, such as dates. One of the guest lecturer there, a female guest lecturer, who was a professor in medicine, made mention of ajwa date, which if one takes 7 each morning, even if someone gets in contact with poison, it's not going to make any harm to him. Yeah.
My name is Kifaya Abdurrahim. Alhamdulillah, people have been coming. Sales has been good. Alhamdulillah. I have some books here. These are Arabic books for little children.
Okay.
These are Arabic books for little children. These are also phonics books for little children. This one is a touchpad for Arabic and English alphabets. This is a touchpad for Juzu Amma. The child can do muraja on his or her own without a parent's intervention. And this is also a Quran touchpad, but this one is Surah to Saf to Nas, and it also has daily adhkar. This is an Islamic novel from a sister, The Incompatible, and these are kitchen materials.
Medicine is wider than the way we think. There's the prophetic medicine, the orthodox medicine, and then you have the normal traditional medicine, that's herbal medicine. The main thing is for you, my Muslim brothers and sisters, to know that apart from the orthodox medicine, we should know that the origin of even the orthodox medicine is from Islam. Then we have the prophetic medicine. The prophetic medicine are the things that the prophet himself did. The way he advised people to treat certain illnesses that were brought to him, his knowledge. And also the traditional medicine or herbal medicine involves the use of herbs to treat several illnesses. So as medical practitioners, we should open our mind and know that there are different types of medicine. And then as Muslims, know that as much as possible, don't go and involve yourself in what is haram and what is shirk. Seek for knowledge. In some cases, it is prophetic medicine that is appropriate, like for most of the spiritual problems. For some physical illnesses, it is orthodox medicine that is appropriate. And for your well-being and health, it may be the herbs that will help in such a situation.
I'm pharmacist Zainab Sharif. It's a good start and it's encouraging, and we should be able to encourage more people to. There should be enough publicity for this kind of training. But I'm very impressed as a person, because I have loved to look at all systems of therapy, both Islamic medicine, orthodox medicine, even traditional medicine. Complement, each of them has its role, and it's good that we study and understand the role of each, because God has given us all and there is a purpose for that, and it's important we look at it. Like I emphasized today, you see, orthodox medicine is foreign to Africans. Islamic medicine is foreign to Africans. It came from the Arab region, but as Muslims we believe in it. But what is important to our own people too had their own healing. So we learn and combine all, because even the Islamic medicine, like I told you, they look at the Greek and then look at their own and combined it. Because when you do that, it makes it better for us.
My name is Adam Oloriaje. Yes, I will agree with you that the number is very small compared to Muslims that we have, and compared to those people that need these services. And when you have an infinitesimal number to the number of people that need a particular exercise, then you'll be having the problem of backlogs. Numbers of people that will be attending to a particular number of patients will be too small, and it will affect the services. And when you are talking of health, provision of health services, then you need to have a very big number that will attend to cases, because there are some cases that need urgent attention that cannot wait for the number of days that may require for the therapist to attend to them. I will encourage our brothers, Muslim brothers, sisters, whether literate or unlettered. We will advise them that they should pick interest in this area. It's a novel area. It's an area that has not been explored. It's an area that is so virgin, and that require plenty people coming in to the exercise. Apart from benefits you gain here in this world, material benefits that you get from there, you also get reward of following the Sunnah of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which the word is more bountiful. The word is bountiful here and the hereafter. We encourage our brothers and sisters to come in and participate. And this center that God has given us here has made it so simple. The cost fees are not so killing. They are not the kind of fees that you pay that you will not be able to feed your family again. They are fees that are manageable and affordable for members, and the kind of materials they have, and the kind of tutors they have, the kinds of scholars that are handling courses there, they are people of standard. They are people of standard, and the institute is also affiliated to the International Institute of Islamic Therapy, which, as you can see from the program today, they were the one that even signed the certificates for the therapists and the participants. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it possible for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the courage to pick interest in that area.